All right, raise your hand and start telling me what types of chemical reactions we already know about. Yes. Synthesis or combination?
Decomposition.
Decomposition.
Single replacement.
Single replacement.
Double replacement.
Double replacement. What am I missing?
Combustion.
Combustion. Nice. You have all those to choose from, and when I give you the chemicals, you're going to figure out which one you are observing. Okay, now, if we have a chemical reaction, chances are we'll have signs of a chemical change. All right, give me some signs of a chemical change.
Odor change.
Change in odor. Yes.
Change in color.
Change in color.
Gas is produced.
Gas is produced.
Temperature change.
Temperature change. Who did I not call on?
A precipitate forming in a liquid.
Precipitate forming. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, so if you're going to observe a chemical reaction, you're going to see chemical changes, and you are going to record it all. What you're going to do is on the back of your paper, you have some empty space. Just write down some thoughts that come to you. What is this? What element? You might want to write that down. What would the symbol for aluminum be?
Al.
All right. Now, under your chemicals list, you also added that you are going to be working with a copper chloride solution. First of all, if you have something in solution, chances are, what is it dissolved in?
Water.
Water. And you saw me make it. I took these beautiful blue crystals and I just dissolved them in water. Okay? And they are copper chloride. What's the formula for your copper chloride? It's on the procedure part.
CuCl.
What?
Everything.
Oh, it doesn't say. What if I told you it was CuCl2? Now, is copper a metal or a non-metal?
Metal.
Nice. Chlorine, metal or a non-metal? So is this an ionic compound, a covalent compound? What is it, metal and non-metal? Ionic. Okay, so it will dissolve in the water. What type of metal is copper? Transition metal. That means if I were to say copper chloride, am I saying the name correctly? No, it's a transition metal. What do I need to include in the name? All of you. I'm hearing it from some of you. A Roman numeral. Because when I say copper chloride, because copper is a transition metal, we don't really know what the charge is. All right. Does anybody happen to remember what the charge on one chlorine is? Minus 1. So if we have 2 chlorines, what does the charge have to be on copper? 2 plus. So what would the name be?
Copper 2
Chloride? Yeah.
You got it. Copper 2 chloride. You could be very proud of yourselves, by the way. All right. Now, I'm trying not to give it away. You are going to add aluminum foil to a copper chloride solution. If you know what's going on, don't say it out loud. You can work with a partner. For a moment, I want you to make a claim. And the probing question at the top is, what will happen when you add aluminum to copper 2 chloride? So the probing question, everybody write down in the first box, what will happen when you add aluminum to copper 2 chloride? That's your question. What will happen when you add aluminum to a copper 2 chloride solution would probably be a better way to write it. What will happen when you add aluminum to a copper 2 chloride solution? Look at it very carefully. Think about what your homework was last night. Think about what we've been learning the last couple days. Make a prediction. That would be your claim part. Okay, when I add aluminum foil to a copper 2 chloride solution, this should happen. But first, take a moment and see if you know what you're putting together and make a claim as to what you think the products will be. Write it down, and at that point, your goggles are here. This should be your first stop. And then go find your equipment. Yes?
Do you add our prediction in the claim box?
You write, yes, it's a claim. This is going to happen because, or I expect these to be my products. Good question. Any other questions? You think you can handle this? I think so. All right, I want to hear some conversations now about your claim.